Today, we're building a Fox to go lemons racing.
Okay, we already have an engine. Why are we putting one in?
Because this one sucks.
It doesn't run, right?
Nope.
Have we tried making it run?
Multiple times. If anybody who was at the Grassroots 2000 Challenge remembers from last year, I ran on about 3 cylinders the whole time, all day.
And then as soon as we got back from the challenge, you started trying to diagnose it, right?
And then all of a sudden it stopped running. And then I put a coil in it, and then it fired up. And then it stopped running. And then I fixed some grounds, and then it fired up. And then it stopped running. And I've been chasing everything ever since. It will not run.
What? This engine was not swapped in well. I mean, it's bolted in well, it hasn't fallen out, but the wiring is like 3 different harnesses smashed together, and they cut all the diagnostic wiring out of it too, and there's gears mismatched and colors mismatched, and we're gonna start fresh with something we can fix at the track if we need to. We should throw all of this away and then put whatever that is over there. What is that technically?
1997 Volkswagen Jetta 1.8 liter.
So an 8 valve.
Yes.
We're
not
gonna,
as nice as this engine.
We're gonna make this car much more lemonsy.
It's gonna. We're gonna win our class 3, the
Class
cars
C. Class C.
Okay, class C, the cars that won't finish the race.
C for crap.
Yep.
I think, or craptacular.
I think we got this on lock.
Yeah.
Because this is crap. That's why she's spitting.
Hey, I found another different size bell housing bolt. Can I get an 18? I've never felt like such a bad person. It's an engine.
We did a thing.
It's out of the Fox. Junk? Yeah. We gotta pull the clutch off.
Yeah, we need the clutch.
We might need a sensor or 2 here and there if anything's broken. So we're not gonna throw it away yet. We're just gonna set it aside for a minute. Other engine goes in, success.
And then lots of wiring.
Lots of wiring.
Lots of wiring.
Lots of wiring. Perfect.
All the wiring.
Okay, engine's out. Time to clean, right? We're gonna make this Concord winning.
We got our friend Stanley outside.
Stanley Steamer?
Yeah.
Yeah, really we just don't like working on dirty, nasty cars, so we're gonna clean it first. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, let's do that. Good to go.
Yeah, look at that. We lifted our drivetrain onto the table so we can pull the engine off the transmission, right?
We're old. Our backs hurt.
Yeah, working on the floor is bad, and if you have a sweet welding table like we do, then yeah, put it up there.
Ow.
Shit, is that a good? It's not a Volkswagen clutch.
Okay, now that the engine's off, we're gonna take this subframe, steering rack, struts. We're gonna take it off the table carefully. We're gonna set it aside. We may be able to use it for parts later.
And we're going to make our Fox even slower. We're finally going to put our 8-valve Jetta engine in. And it's going to go right in, right? Off the table, huck it at the car.
It's going to stick in the hole and then some bolts. We're going to put like half of the bolts in.
Yeah, and by the end of a night's worth of work, we'll have a 50-pound wiring harness and about 80 horsepower. Yeah, that's our goal. And we'll go on to Class C glory with the 24 hours of limits.
We're going to run, I'd say optimistically, 50 laps.
No, the transmission will last at least 60. It's
Okay.
going to be great. Okay, let's put it in.
Cool.
Go down?
Yep.
How's that? Okay, we got the engine down in the car, and we just realized that the oil pans are different. They look pretty similar sitting on the bench, but to be honest, we totally forgot and put it in the car. And this is as low as it goes. So we're gonna pull it back out, swap the oil pans, and then win. Yeah, we're gonna win.
So we have to remove these brackets for our motor mounts because we conveniently forgot to put them on our new engine. So we're gonna get those off, then we're gonna flip this upside down and grab the oil pan while we're at it.
Beautiful.
You're on the master cylinder.
It's great. It's great. Great. Beautiful.
So as you can see from this side of the oil pan, there's a pretty obvious dip in it that we did not see. So we're gonna take this oil pan, we're gonna put it on that engine. I'll do a front wheel drive burnout in front of Tom's house. It's not gonna take much.
It's a really clean engine you're throwing away. Look at that. It's great. I gotta admit, I wasn't. Oh, I got it in my mouth. I wasn't expecting that.
Do you remember? You remember about 15 minutes ago when I said, "Hey, I think this engine's full of oil"?
That's it.
And you said, "Nope, bone
It wasn't.
dry."
It was. Unfortunately, just figured out this gasket is actually torn in a few places. So we're gonna go on to plan B here, which is 1 minute gasket maker. This is like whipped cream, except it makes gaskets. So I need to do a little more cleanup and then we'll make one. And just to clarify, this is absolutely the wrong way to do this. That's my technique, Jesse.
It's beautiful.
Right about when you're putting this on, you start to regret not going and buying a gasket and being patient. I'm gonna check them by hand, sorry.
That's fine.
I can't not.
The reality of the situation is the amount of silicone you used, number one, won't let the bolts come out, and number two,
know.
blocking the oil pickup screen anyway.
We're fine.
Yeah.
Are we really missing an engine now?
It's ideal for import vehicles. I don't know why Tom's being such a baby.
Your mouth says so we can know how much it's off.
Okay.
It literally went right in.
I was running the lift. Okay, we should bolt it in again. You remember how we only used blue because we knew we were going to be pulling it right back out?
Some forethought really saves you hours on the job. Like swapping motor mounts and oil pans
Here.
and stuff. And blue octane.
Okay, we just finished putting a remote oil filter kit on our Fox because the engine mount that we had to steal from the Fox and put on our Jetta engine interferes with the oil filter mount. So we picked up this sweet kit from China, $40, and a little bit of hose, a couple screws, some careful grinding on the engine mount, and we're in business. Okay, we finished putting the wiring on the engine, so engine theoretically looks just like a Jetta as far as the rest of the wiring harness is concerned. However, we have the entire Jetta body harness sitting here. And Jesse, what are we doing next?
We're gonna remove what we don't need and duct tape everything else together and put it in a garbage bag.
Yeah. Our goal is basically to take all of this and a lot of the fuse box that's down there and replace it with a cool little Cartec power distribution module, a couple switches which should run everything we're keeping, and a battery isolator in order to pass tech. So let's start cutting.
Cool.
We have torn out the 2-liter ABA Volkswagen engine with the blown head gasket. We've bought a Jetta parts car, stripped its wiring harness and its 1.8-liter engine that does not have a blown head gasket, we don't think. We've put it in the car, we've wired it up, we've theoretically hooked everything up to where it needs to be, and now we're going to start it. Yeah! Wait, before we kill the battery. The starter's junk from the Fox. We had to use the Fox starter. And before we kill our battery, we're going to use some fantastic KW carburetor and choke cleaner. And because I think it's going to run, I'm going to put some earplugs in because we never built an exhaust. Go for it. Finally! It sounds good. It actually sounds good. Oh, we're gonna make it. Finally. Okay, let's go back and do everything right now. We have to redo so much stuff now that it runs. Okay.
Support brands that support Grassroots Motorsports. Get your chemical solutions from CRC Industries. Visit crcindustries.com to learn more.